Hello, welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus Bronzy. Sean in the house. And this is the show where Sean and I scour the internet to find some jokes, find some interesting stories, would you rathers, and also Sean and I kill some time with our special feature, Kill a Bit. Also, Sean, we do thrive on interaction from our lovely listeners, innit, mate? Indeed. You know what I mean?
We do, and we have a lovely shout out from Fazana. Big up Fazana.
Yeah.
She says, another good episode, 48. My ex-boyfriend was German and actually was from Munich. Finger wrestling, it's a serious sport there. Practiced for days and he could not feel his fingers for months. No use for me, had to dump him. Cheers. Keep rocking. Go on, Fazana.
So, just to clarify, that was episode 48 where Sean and I, amongst the various things on the internet we find that are mad, we found finger wrestling, which is an actual proper sport where these dudes were pulling each other over to like it was over table. Remember, people were like mashing themselves up. I remember one old man who had like a vice grip finger in it. And yeah, it was an actual sport. I mean, put that alongside car jiu-jitsu and other stuff that we've looked at. But episode 48 was a good one. So thank you, Fasana, for checking it out. And I think the innuendo is there that she actually knew someone that played finger wrestling, and it meant that they weren't very good at finger wrestling at home.
It didn't. It's sometimes you need a bit of, you need some feeling to be able to feel.
I mean, the state of their fingers after wrestling is not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want a stroked face with a finger like that. Let alone a stroke to anything else.
I'll put
mate.
it out there. Yeah. If at a point when I was playing guitar a hell of a lot, you lose all the sense. You lose all feeling in your left hand. All the tips of your fingers, just you can't feel anything anymore because you get massive. You get like calluses. And then they just go solid. Now I haven't been playing guitar for a while, so they're soft.
You feel them again?
I can feel them again, but probably for like a few years, I could like literally zero.
Was it dangerous? Do you ever put yourself in a hazardous experience, like hand on a hob, hot cup of tea?
I haven't done that. Yet.
I'm just worried about your health and safety.
Thanks, man. That's very.
So I got you, bro.
That's very kind of you.
I mean, enough of the niceties now.
Yeah, I was about to say, who's this guy?
Who's this brother? Time to move on to our jokes
of the week.
Before we start, I just want to say, look, thanks for sending in your Christmassy jokes now, but because we're around the corner from Christmas and the next episode is going out on Boxing Day, I think it's fair to say put a pause on those Christmas jokes. Maybe send some New Year's ones, maybe if you want to, but
New
really,
Year's jokes.
Yeah.
Got to be better than Christmas.
Oh, don't tempt fate. Should we just go straight? Should we just skip it and just say any funny jokes?
Maybe. I was gonna say they will definitely be better than Halloween jokes. Halloween jokes are the bottom of the proverbial barrel.
I thought Christmas jokes were worse.
Do you think Christmas jokes are worse?
Because if you've not got funny bones, then Halloween jokes.
All you had was boo and all that shit. And I suppose for Christmas, all you have is like, it's because he's got a big sack. Oh, look at his sack. His sack can't fit down the chimney. Emptying his sack into children's bedrooms. I'm like, really?
You just ruined all of my material that I've got for sedation. All right, okay, cool then, Sean. All right, let's just go for regular jokes from now on. But where you send the jokes to is jokes@howtokillanhour.com. Jokes@howtokillanhour.com is the best place to send them because DMs and stuff ain't really the best. Right? Yeah.
If you've stumbled across like an absolute Christmas gem, do send it in because I'm going to save it for next year.
I'm going to need it. If we can get one a month, then we'd be good.
Hey guys, help us. One a month. Yeah.
There we go. I got you. All right. Ready to go, Sean?
Okay.
All right. Two bros are sitting at a bar. Bro 1, hey bro, I bet you're still a virgin. Bro 2, yeah, I was a virgin till last night. Bro 1, yeah, as if. Bro 2, yeah, ask your sister. Bro 1, I don't have a sister. Bro 2, you will in 9 months. Hey. Bro bros.
Bro bros. Oh, yeah, I hope I haven't done this one. Tell me if I have.
Okay.
All right. Recently,
yeah, definitely done it.
Sorry to get. I mean, at least I got to hear you laugh snort about your own jokes.
Yeah.
Recently, I had a little too much fun at the office Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
Knowing the police were on special alert, I did what they say you should do, and I took a cab home. This proved to be a wise decision because only after a few blocks there was a police roadblock. They were checking drivers with breathalyzers. But the taxi, being a taxi, was waved on right through. So it was a good decision to take a cab. Plus, it was easier than I thought It was just like driving any other car.
Woo, woo. Well, whoop, whoop for the lights. All right, cool. This is a short one and a horrible one. Maybe I should clean windows for a living. It's something I can really see myself doing.
Oh,
God. All right.
The Christmas sweater my kids gave me last year kept picking up static electricity. Mm-hmm. I took it back and I exchanged it for another one, free of charge. I thought I'd top your fun.
All right, cool. I got another few short ones for you. I took my suit to the dry cleaners who wanted to charge me $15. So I took my sorry, it's not even that funny. I took my suit to the dry cleaners who wanted to charge me $15. So I gave my suit to the charity shop next door. They cleaned it and pressed it and put it in the window. Then I bought it for £4.50.
Now you're thinking.
There we go.
And that was like the park. You know, remember the parking one?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Bruv, you gotta think in it. Yeah.
Okay. What's a nice thing to hear at Christmas, but a terrible thing to hear in a Mexican prison?
I don't know.
Jesus loves you.
I can tell you what, it would be terrifying, bro. All right.
In prison, it might be Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah. I accidentally drank a bottle of invisible ink last night. I'm in the hospital now waiting to be seen.
Give me a second. I like that one.
All right.
I like that one.
Can I throw one more?
Yeah, go.
What's the difference between a bad joke and a dad joke?
I don't know.
The first letter.
Do you know what? I was actually going to say that.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I was thinking bad dad. It's just the B. Is it just the B? Just the B.
Wobble. Rest in peace, boiled water. You will be missed.
You know, I could tell as well you really enjoyed telling that one.
Okay, one. So I got one more short one. After my prostate exam, the nurse came. Sorry. What's it? I was the nurse, yeah.
Vicariously. Oh.
After my prostate exam, the doctor left and then the nurse came in the room. At that point, she whispered the 5 words no man ever wants to hear. Who the hell was that guy? Right, done.
You know the worst one as well is whenever I hear that phrase.
Yeah. Who the hell is that guy?
That's all I can hear.
Yeah. Who the hell is that guy? Alright, that was when, honestly, like, I don't know the most about MMA, but I've got to say, one of the most entertaining people in press was Conor McGregor. Was it him and Nate Diaz when they were on a finance channel and they started talking about business? And they're like, so, you know, with regards to the business of it, and he went, come on, Nate, you got to sit this one out, Nate.
Leave this one to me, Nate. I got this.
It's not really,
And then he just responded with, "Sure, you motherfucker.
I'll smash you up, man." Yeah, that was funny.
I remember when he was talking about, like, he's like, you're like an injured gazelle. And he went, he goes, nobody knows what a gazelle is. This is the United States, motherfucker. Do you know the thing is, I love Nate. He's
actually good at it, but he's proper like USA. Yeah. Do you know who he reminds me of? Channing Tatum. I don't know why. If Channing Tatum if someone's going to play him in like a biopic, Channing Tatum could do it, you know.
Channing Tatum
the trim, when he has the low trim.
Channing Tatum playing Nate Diaz.
Yeah. That is not me saying because he says, my name is Jeff, because that's fucked up. Don't say that, yeah.
That is left field. I don't
see the trim, man. Yeah.
How about the trim?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'll keep it
pushing.
pushing.
Nick, we're talking about Nate Diaz, not Nick Diaz.
Nate Diaz. Okay. Wait. Nate is the one that fought Conor, innit?
Yeah.
Is it one out there?
What's that?
Yeah, I just looked at him now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, maybe not. I'll take that back. Just sort of.
No, Nate's just good. He's I don't know if you saw him on the Ultimate Fighter. He just literally was in the communal area just squaring up to everyone, innit? What? Taking this top off.
I'll smash you up.
What, motherfucker?
Yeah.
All right. Some poor children in Victorian London were listening to Christmas songs. Some poor children in Victorian London were listening to Christmas songs. They heard that Santa Claus gives coal to children who aren't on his nice list. And so they commit as many petty crimes as possible to mean his naughty list and to not die of hypothermia. Bit of an anti-joke. Sorry, just bringing the mood down to that.
It's all right, man. This one starts really happily. A guy is imprisoned for his first time. On his first night, a few minutes after lights out, a cellmate moves closer to the cell bars. And after a while, someone from another cell shouts out, 13! His cellmate and the entire block bursts into laughter. The new prisoner finds this strange. Shortly after they're done laughing, another inmate shouts, 33! And the entire block of inmates start laughing. 27! Shouted another inmate. More laughter followed. The new prisoner is now completely puzzled. What the hell's going on? Why is everyone laughing at numbers? He asked his cellmate. Oh, replied the cellmate, still giggling. Look, thing is, we've been here for so long that we've told the same jokes until eventually we knew them all. So we decided to give them numbers so that instead of saying the entire joke, you just say the number and everyone knows what joke it is. Astonished, the new prisoner decides to see if it's true. So he goes over to the cell bars and shouts out, number 72! And all the inmates explode into massive laughter and the entire block is roaring to the point where the cellmate is now on the floor rolling with laughter. The new prisoner is now dumbstruck and completely lost. Which one is number 72? He asks his cellmate. In between laughs, while trying to catch his breath, his cellmate replies, we've never heard that one before.
So dumb. I like it. I like it. Oh, dear. Oh, mate, I feel like I'm potentially out of Christmas jokes.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. That's
Have you got any more for me?
That are Christmassy. I've not got Christmassy.
I've got a non-Christmassy one.
All right, go on.
You got this one right. I refuse to believe I was gay and dyslexic, but I was in Daniel. It takes a second, doesn't it?
I'm dyslexic too, so I was like, that makes total sense. That's a good one. All right, cool. I live in constant fear that the authorities will deport my mother-in-law who lives at 1837 3rd Street, LA 9002. It's a blue house and she gets off work at about 6 p.m. Snitch. Oh, man. Oh, there you go. Oh, man. Oh. I think we've done enough for our jokes of the week, but if you've got anything else you want to bring to the table, Sean. Okay, cool. All right. I've got one more for you.
Okay.
Banker. See, like a loan. Have I done this one about the Marsupial Fighting Championship?
Nope.
Banker. So you'd like a loan to start a Marsupial Fighting Championship? Me. Yes. I'm going to call it Mortal Wombat. Banker. I'm in. Oh, man. Anyway, right. So there you go. Those are our jokes
of the week.
And yeah, if you want to send your jokes over, please do fire them over to jokes@howtokillanhour.com. That's jokes@howtokillanhour, not .com even. And yeah, we'll read them out for you next time, man. I've had great fun, Sean. Very good jokes. Right, but now it's time for our next part of the show where have we got some would you rathers this week, Sean?
We do.
Okay.
You're gonna jump into the would you rathers
of the week.
I love the echo.
Gorgeous. All right.
Echo.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or constantly feel like you have to sneeze but can't?
Wow. Gut feeling. Constantly feel like I have to sneeze. You know why? Have you ever had hiccups for a long time?
I have.
And at some point, it's stuck. Like, there's 3 points of it. Oh, I've got hiccups. Hey!
The bit where you start crying.
Yeah. Step 1 is, wait, got hiccups. Step 2
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
When you get hiccups, you go, wait.
I go, hey, like internally, not out. Like if I'm in public, I wouldn't do that because
I thought you'd just do like a jumping fist pump. Hey!
Like as a freeze frame. Like Super Mario.
Yeah, that's literally exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Number 2 is, this isn't funny anymore, is it?
Why? Oh.
Yeah, the hiccups. And then number 3 is, like I just spent about a whole podcast. All right, guys. Yeah, man. It's been great getting to know you, man. This isn't funny anymore. Thanks for drinking How to Kill It Now. We'll see you later. No,
It was good while it lasted, though, bro.
it was. Step 2 is it doesn't feel good anymore, and then step 3 is it hurts and you're really angry. That's step 3 of hiccups.
I don't know if I've
You ever been able to not get rid of them?
No, I feel as if I've always managed to. Okay, sometimes they'll hang around for longer than I want, but I don't think I've got to that point where I'm like in pain. Yeah,
It hurts, man. It's annoying. It's annoying.
imagine having hiccups for 5 years.
Have you ever seen those stories where people that have hiccups for like a very long time? But how do you sleep? Imagine you're about to drop off. That's like torture.
Yeah, but how are you going to fall asleep when you're like just about to sleep?
Thing is though, like your eyes are halfway closed and you're doing that, so you won't just go like that. Yeah, me, wake up, I'll kiss you, wake up. Yeah, but if you don't actually sneeze though, so you're about to sneeze, so I think you could just slowly get used to it. But hiccuping, bro, oof. Cinema, you're making noise, you're hiccuping all the time. You go to your friends' live events or you go to live music events or something where you got to be quiet, you're always hiccuping, but it's always needing to sneeze. You'll just be like.
The thing is, what's worse? Always feeling like you're going to sneeze and not being able to sneeze.
Yeah.
Is that because?
Oh, it will be horrible. It'd be like an unitched scratch of unmeasurable proportion, but it would only affect you and less people. So I'm thinking of everyone else. I don't want to annoy everyone else, but also hiccuping. I feel like it's easier to fall asleep just than it is to be like all the time.
What about if you were to be getting intimate with your partner?
Yeah.
And you're like, but then this is the thing. It wouldn't.
Keep doing the face. Like you go for a kiss.
But what's worse? The hiccups is actually a physical, but the sneezing.
Yeah.
If you knew you weren't going to sneeze, then it would be okay. Because like, what you don't want to do is you don't want to cough or sneeze when you have no prior warning. You just go, and you just got you don't want to be sneezing on people's faces. It's usually a bit of a turn off. It depends.
Exactly. Well, unless they're into it. Unless you'd have to be really specific. I'm into people hiccuping on me with water in their mouth, whatever like that. That's what I'm into. I'm into hiccups. I mean, if you found someone that was into hiccups, you'd be a dream, wouldn't you? You'd be like, hi, my name's Harry. Harry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mark. It's Bronzy. Oh my god.
I'm sure there's a thing for that.
For hiccups, yeah. But
can we look that up?
And hiccup fetish. Oh
hiccup,
my god, my
fetish.
Google history is going to
What?
take another turn for the worst.
Let's be honest. Hiccup fetish is not really doing anything to your browser history, bro.
It's improving it.
Yeah.
Hiccup fetishes seem to exist. It sounds a lot like us. They have I'm in Sneeze Fetish Forum. I'm in the Sneeze Fetish Forum learning about hiccup fetish. Oh my god. Sneezefetishforum.com. This is an actual website.
Oh my days.
So 2009.
They fall under the same ballpark of fetishes.
And this is somebody called Coffee Mug in sneezefetishforum.com.
Okay.
And can I just say, Coffee Mug, I've read the first line of this and I'm a bit disgusted by your unopen-mindedness. I don't know if this is considered to be a related fetish. Okay, right, maybe it's not as bad. I thought they were going to say, I don't know if this is a proper fetish or not. I was like, hang on, you like sneezes, bruv. You can't diss other fetishes.
It's very true.
I don't know if this is considered to be a related fetish.
Okay.
But I don't know in what other section I should post this topic. Well, obviously, you should type it in hiccupfetish.com. But anyway, has anyone ever heard of a hiccup fetish? Does someone in this forum have it, perhaps? This topic came up in my mind because I always get these frequent hiccup attacks and I can't quite manage to stop them unless I drink some lemon juice. Never heard of that. Have you ever heard of that as a thing to stop hiccups?
No, I the only thing I knew that people drank lemon juice was try and pass their piss test.
Really?
You don't know that?
No.
Yeah, I've had to do it, man.
Does it really work?
I mean, I'm taking this from like UK rappers. Who am I taking this from? Heady One.
Why don't any of these things that happen to get you out of a sticky mess, why are they nothing's ever pleasant? Just it doesn't ever happen to be like drink 4 cans of Coca-Cola or something. It's always something fucked up.
You're imparting your own, like some people might like to drink lemon juice.
Right, let me just go to lemon juice drinking
lemon juice. Shit, it's here. Let's see where this takes us. This is an interesting live rabbit hole that we're going.
You know what, Sean? This is what the internet's about. This is what How to Kill It Now is about. Okay, I can't stop them unless I drink some lemon juice, and if I don't have lemon with me, it goes on and on, even for an hour. Really, it would be great if we could contact this, because Coffee might have a different opinion
but-
on this.
and then-
Would you
then
rather?
we match them up with someone who's like,
Yeah.
oh, I just find it so attractive when someone has the hiccups for like an hour, and he's like,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
me.
It would be nice to know if some people in here had this fetish or know something more about it. I think it's interesting. Smiley face. That was on October the 15th, 2009. October the 16th, 2009, Esperanza messages this. This is such a coincidence. I was wondering if there was such thing as a hiccup fetish. As just a couple of weeks ago, one of my best friends, who's also very attractive, I recently wrote an observation about her here, came to visit me, and as we were walking from one bar to another, arms linked, huddling under an umbrella, she kept hiccuping. I found it cute because I find her cute. But I am not into hiccuping myself, so would, of course, have preferred sneezing from her instead. Because remember, Sean, we're on sneezingfetishforum.com, okay?
Are people going to hiccup fetish and they're getting redirected to sneezing fetish?
Yeah. This is SEO 101.
This is it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If anyone here does have a hiccuping fetish, I can write in more detail about my hiccuping episode. Wink. Look forward to seeing whether anyone knows or has a hiccuping fetish. Shall I continue down this rabbit hole, Sean? Should we see if we can find a hiccup fetish?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah, okay, go.
No, go on. Ask your question.
No, you got a gem over there.
Remember that post on the 16th of October 2009. On the 29th of November 2009, a Red 9 is the name of this poster. Hiccup fetishes seem to exist, and it sounds a lot like us. They have stories, waves, audio files, video clips, and it's all on this website, hiccup_lovers.tripod.com/nfantasy. Shall I click the link?
I think so. And also, someone needed to have posted that when they were trying to go to hiccupfetish.com. It should be auto-directed there, not to the sneezing one.
God, Sean. So should we click the link?
What are you currently looking at this
I'm
moment in
currently
time?
on sneezefetishforum.com
What?
looking at a link to hiccup_lovers.tripod.com.
Have you gone to it yet?
But listen, if you want me to, Sean, I'll do it.
Yeah. Do it.
All right, cool.
I want you to describe what you see on the homepage.
Okay.
Is it just like a picture?
Sorry to let you down a bit.
Ah!
It looks very much like the Sneeze Fetish Forum, if I'm honest. But it just says Sneeze Fetish Forum on it. Browse, activity, contact the staff, donate. You can donate.
Wait. You just said it just says sneeze fetish or hiccup.
It says Sneeze Fetish Forum at the top, just like the same as the Hiccup Forum. It looks very similar in design, very simple.
But I thought the other forum that you went to was actually the sneeze fetish one.
Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. Hiccup Lovers. I'm on it. Sorry, I wasn't looking properly. I'm sorry. I got confused. I'm on this hiccup_lovers.tripod.com. The Hiccup Lovers website. It's got a bit more design to it. The other one was a straight forum. This one has got
still looks
slightly more color on the website.
Still looks.
It's very forum.
Document library.
Okay, cool. Here are some fantasy stories submitted by Hiccup Lovers for all to enjoy. Some content here in these stories may be considered too mature for minors to view. If you're under 18 years of age, please leave now. We can't be held responsible for your actions. We are not acting in any way to send you this information. You are choosing to receive it! ! Continuing further means you understand and accept responsibility for your own actions, thus releasing the creators of this page and our service provider from all liability. Now, Sean, on this website, there are options. There are Hiccup sightings, Hiccup fantasy stories, which is where we are now. There's Hiccup sound files, Hiccup video files, causes of hiccups, surveys, survey results, related links, a submission form, and of course, home.
After you said sightings, I'm like, what? It sounds like UFOs. Are there candid videos of people hiccuping in it's like, do you have like hiccup perverts? They're like the wrong ones who go around trying to like video upskirts, but instead they go around like trying to video people in public hiccuping.
So I've had a look, and this seems text related. These. So I'm going to click on one. Hiccups in a McDonald's restaurant.
A written story about hiccups. Okay.
I had another sighting today. I was at McDonald's for lunch when this French woman sitting at a table next to mine had a briefcase of the hiccups.
Saucy.
She was with two kids, probably cousins or something, as she has
I
either been
love
in
that.
her late
She was with two
teens
kids.
or her 20s.
Probably cousins. They're not hers. It's his fantasy. Let's carry on. I don't know if it's a guy. I'm putting it out there.
I'm pretty sure it is. She has a shoulder-length curly brown hair, and although she wasn't too slim, she's not big either. She's quite pretty in my opinion.
Body shaming there.
Yeah. Nice complexion and everything. Anyway, I was already looking at the table during lunch as the two children she was with were simply adorable. Especially I got to be careful here, especially the little girl who was playing peekaboo with her. At one point, she took the girls to the ladies and she actually came back to the table first. It was then that I realised she had the hiccups. It was a noisy kind of typical McDonald's ambience, so I couldn't hear anything, but I'm sure she made some sounds. Her body shook hard when she hiccuped, and it was quite obvious. She didn't seem to be bothered by them. She just continued eating her fries and drinking her Coke, obviously making the hiccups worse. She just sat there and continued hiccuping for 10 minutes only. Unfortunately.
What was that?
Seriously. It was 10 minutes only, ...
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Only
It
10.
was great to watch her from the corner of my eye. She just kept hiccuping. They went away as abruptly as they started. And as I was... Sorry, you know in these forums the spelling's horrible. And I was disappointed. Oh yeah, they went away as quickly as... they went away as abruptly as they started, and I was disappointed. I kept looking at her, though, hoping they'd come back. But they didn't. But I did notice
the
a one-off quick...
Or the hiccups? Oh, the hiccups went away.
Yeah. I did notice a one-off after a quick sip of Coke. It just appears as though she gets them a lot. A good thing, I think. Anyway, that was all. It was a short sighting, but a nice one. There you go.
It's so creepy.
It's quite harmless, though, isn't it?
It's harmless, but why does it feel really creepy even though it's not? I know he wasn't saying that. Yeah. Okay. No.
There's hiccup sound files. It's good for audio format.
It is. I'm just very intrigued by a video. Are we talking about a candid video or someone going, oh, I'm hiccuping. Let me record myself hiccuping and post it.
There's only one way to find out.
Let's go.
There's only one way to find out, surely, boy. I think we're gonna have to delve into this one, aren't we? We are
Messing up your search history of the week.
We've literally got fetish of the week.
Week. That's a good one.
Fetish of the week.
Obscure.
I mean, I don't want to. I'm not somebody who would ever like fetish. What do they call it? Like, I would never shame anyone for
Fetish
having
shame.
fetish shaming or whatever it is like that. Like kink,
Is that a thing?
kink shame.
Fetish shames if it rolls off the tongue. Also sounds like a French word.
I think kink shaming is the bad stuff. You shouldn't do that. You should never kink shame anyone. I'm just filling time because I'm trying to get this through.
As far as possible, like just try not to shame people for. There are some things which are like you can't be defended from certain things.
I feel like punching in the head and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a bit. It's a bit much, isn't it?
That
like,
much? It's a bit
yeah,
too much.
anything that hurts anyone, like punching the head. I mean, but then again, no. I'm doing it myself. I'm shaming Sean. Shame on me for shaming.
Shame on you for shaming. But I would say this: as long as both parties, or however many parties that are involved, are all on board and are getting something out of it that they want. Like, do you know? Because you were just saying, no, as long as it hurts, as long as it doesn't hurt. But some people are like, no, but the whole point of this is that it does hurt.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So it's like you know what it is? The same as relationships. Like back in the day, if you think about it, not anything about it, but for me personally, when I was younger, I would see maybe some relationships which were unconventional, and I put my own thoughts on them, and were like, well, that's not true love. That's not blah. And then you grow up and you realize, well, as long as both of them are getting what they're wanting from this relationship, it may seem a little transactional to you, but who am I to tell these two people not to be happy?
Do you know what, Sean? I'm going to backtrack and say, you know what? It is what it is. As long as no one is getting hurt without wanting to be hurt, keep it pushing. Right. Let's find this Hiccup sound file. Right. It's Hiccup sound files group. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be real. I think I might have lost the page. Oh God. I'll get it back. Don't you worry though. hiccuplovers.tripod.com. We got it, baby. Hiccup sound files.
Tripod?
I don't know, bruv. All right, this link doesn't seem to go to anything. It just seems to go to
as in like tripod, like mini me tripod. That's where it comes from.
It was a bit easy to access that one, isn't it? Hiccup sound files. Oh, it's not. It's just going to a random Yahoo page now. Unfortunately. Oh,
what about the video files? Click on the video file. Let's see what happens. Come on.
That's a shame. I thought we was going to get a sound file of sorts. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
No, because the video files should have sound also. So maybe we'll get two for the price of one.
This is true. Phoned in Hiccup sound files. Okay, I'll check all the links. Yeah, unfortunately.
Imagine we could have.
In fact, yeah, unfortunately, it just takes us to a Yahoo page, so it looks like we will no longer be able to enjoy the sounds of hiccups.
Where are the legit websites for people with hiccup fetishes? I feel like we've potentially found a gap in the market that needs to be.
There's also hiccups in. Yeah, this isn't going to a page either. This is. Oh, they've teased us, bro. They've teased us. There's no video files. It's just going to Yahoo pages. They got us, bro.
Imagine you already had your tissues, your the moisturizer all ready. You're just about to click on the link, and it just went.
Yeah. Hiccups in movies, haven't got it. Surveys or survey, it's not working.
Oh, it's an absolute tease.
There, you know what? I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to end up going to sneezing fetish instead.
Yeah, that really upset me, man. And but yeah. So, how did we get here?
Oh, I asked you, would you rather like 25 minutes ago or something?
I'm gonna go for sneezing. I think because I think one's inside me. And as someone who's an introvert, I don't want to upset people
Not
outside of me
anymore.
So I don't want to upset other people, Sean.
No.
So I'm like, yo, let's keep it pushing. So there you go. What would your selection be?
I would also go for almost sneezing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just hard, isn't it? Like, because you got to keep your face really straight sometimes and be sensible when someone's talking to you. And you're like, yeah, I would just.
Yeah, but both of them, you're going to look a little bit special.
Yeah.
Like, hiccup, you just go,
yeah.
Like
Oh, man. There's Sean. Which Sean? Sean with the hiccups. Yeah. Anyway, that was our Would You Rather
of the week.
Now
that took a little bit longer, didn't it?
It did take a little bit longer, didn't it? Now it's time for our next part of the show, which is our Kill a Bit, where Sean and I talk about how we've been killing time this week. Now, Sean is my bro, Sean. We had the pleasure of experiencing something that is quite new and quite dear to your heart, because Sean, you have in the past driven an Abarth, Fiat Abarth. And so I thought you'd be the main authority when it came to us getting our hands on the electric Abarth from Fiat, I believe. Yeah. Very similar. If you don't know what Abarth is, kind of like a smaller version of it's a small car. And this is interesting because this type of car is becoming a little bit less common now as well. Like, I don't know what you call them, small cars, but like they're really small cars and they're really cool. And they're based on a Fiat 500, but they're sexier, right? Sean, I believe that's the best description I can give as someone who used to drive and may have in the future drive an Abarth. Please talk us through.
I'm just going to caveat it first by saying
you're wrong.
I didn't drive a standard Abarth.
Okay.
So I owned a 595 Competizione, so it's going to be
a Competizione. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
It's just going to be different because it's going to have different suspension, it's going to have different power. I modded mine up a bit, so a little bit different, but a fairly decent baseline.
Yeah.
Abarth is a company who takes
Abarth weekly. Sorry, regular showers.
They take Fiats, and they're like a special division who take their cars and modify them and sell them under the tag Abarth, which technically should be called Abarth.
What?
ABA.
Really?
It should be pronounced Abarth, which is after the founder Carl Abarth.
I've been saying it wrong all this time.
And everybody calls it
like
Abarth.
IKEA.
The joyful everyday.
Like, all right, mate, IKEA. So are we going to say Abarth for the rest of the show? Or?
No, it sounds weird.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call it Abarth. Yeah. But yeah, named after Carl Abarth. He was an Austrian chap who was a automotive engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Came over to Italy. I love the fact that when he got nationalised, they changed his name to Carlos Alberto.
Oh, they proper didn't even keep it near to what it was, did it?
So,
Alberto.
Yeah. So we were fortunate enough to drive the 500, the 500e.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat, looks wise.
I was going to say, right. I was going to say. Would it be fair to say you're a fan of what I'm going to say? I know yours was a Competizione, but are you a fan of one, the Fiat 500, and two, because it's the Abarth? Like, are you a fan of those? Like,
okay, so Fiat 500, not a fan.
Okay.
The Abarth, definitely a fan.
And why?
Okay, so I think small, sporty looking, I think sporty looking, but in like a cute way. Because I remember when I first bought mine, the stuff that literally everyone was like, "Oh, it's so cute, isn't it?" And I'm like, "That's not exactly what I was going to." And I would say the main thing about driving an Abarth is every time you drive it, it gives you a sense of occasion. That is literally the best way I can put it. Okay. When other cars I just get into, it just feels like, okay, this is a vehicle to get me from A to B. When I jump in the Abarth and I start driving, the noise, how fun it is, etc. it just puts a big smile on my
It's
face.
an event. Is that why when you sigh every time you get in the car with me, you go,
No, that's not to do with the car. I see you with your granddad driving. Innit?
chill driving, boy. It's easy going, boy.
It's a 20. I'll go 18 here.
Yeah,
No, none of that.
It's a bit strong. 17 and a half.
I know.
Calm
I
down,
was
calm down.
being nice.
At least 10% under the limit.
I'm a big fan. Not to say that Abarths do not have drawbacks. My suspension is too solid. In the 595 Competizione, the suspension is too solid. Sometimes if you hit a nasty pothole, it feels like a liver shot. Not comfortable. For the roads, just a bit too solid. In the Fiat 500e suspension, they got a lovely sweet spot.
Is it
Lovely.
is this Abarth version? Is it for the electric version? Have they got? I didn't Google this. Is this like a Competizione one? Because I saw this was a Scorpion. This had the Scorpion all over it, which is like synonymous with the Abarth thing. Like, but it did look a bit more special than a normal.
The one that we had?
Yeah.
No, the one that we had was just the 500e.
Yeah.
You do have, you've got another model, I believe, called the Scorpionissimo.
Yeah.
I believe that one will have more brake horsepower. You can double check that for me. I don't know the different models of the electric, but I would guess that they would have another one. In the same way that they have, in the same way they have a 500 Abarth petrol version, then you've got 595, and within the 595 you've got multiple models. Turismo, SS was another one that they had, which was the lower one, and then the Competizione.
Okay. So I wasn't sure how you were going to feel. Oh no, I'm just looking into it a bit. But I just wanted to ask. No, because you're like, I feel like as
I'm a
someone
petrol head, right?
Yeah, petrol head.
I'm a petrol
So
head.
I was interested to see how you would feel about pushing an electric.
Let me put it
version
out
of a
there.
car that you love so dearly.
You thought that I would very much dislike it. That was kind of. I feel that was kind of your feeling.
I was
because of how
worried.
much a
I was
petrol head
worried
I
you might not give it a fair go. That's what I was
I
worried
try
about.
and be
I was worried
unbiased as far as
because I was worried because this is the first car thing that we've done together for a while, and because you hold the original so dearly to you, I was like, if Sean can enjoy it and justify liking it or dislikes, you probably come from a place of more authority, like the most, because most people I know haven't driven the other version or the Competizione and knows it. So yeah, I thought you're the guy to kind of get into it and let us know, because I'm quite, as you know, and Sean jokes about it, but I'm quite like I like the comfort of a journey, getting from A to B, chilling. I like some amenities in the car. For me, driving isn't always an event.
Yes.
So for me, it's a different experience. So you know, but go on then. You're saying
no.
that,
I think the for me the hot hatch in and around town.
Yeah.
I just enjoy booting it around. I've had much faster, bigger cars that you just in town, especially, you just cannot push anywhere.
Yeah.
And you know, up until the point where you leave and you go to somewhere, you're like, oh yeah, I remember why I bought this. But up until then, it doesn't really make any sense. So first impressions, I'll put it out there. I think I think the new Abarth looks good. We had a bright blue one.
Yeah, it was I'm going to call it a bath blue because I don't know the colour of it. Because I think the two main colours I've seen is acid green and what's the other colour? Acid green and come on, poison blue. Poison are the colours that we've seen it in.
It's
There's
nice
also
blue.
an antidote white, which is nice, a venom black and adrenaline red. Oh, they went in with the name of these colours, innit? I don't think anyone wants to get antidote
white.
Antidote white I don't like, but colour like that on that shape of car, that was the right colour. I don't want a timid colour on that. It looked proper.
It was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously, but like, I will, and this obviously goes for other electric cars as well, but the ability to, from like your 0 to 40, the torque, especially, and this is the thing, I obviously weigh like half as much as you do, right? When I'm in the car by myself compared to having one other person in it, there is quite a noticeable difference in the pickup.
Yeah, you very clearly make me aware of that every time I get in your car.
That's cool, man.
You use the words fat bastard. It's
Every time you get in, I'm like,
quite a subtle way of saying it. You fucking fat
petrol consumption is going to be going up. I usually do like 40 mpg, but right now, no. It was noticeable. But honestly, when I was on my J's and booted it around, man, it feels like on paper, it's identical. The 595 Competizione compared to the 500E, it's about 6.8 seconds. The E though feels, and I think as well is the fact that because it's like silent, it almost felt faster when it was silent to when I turned the engine noise on.
Yeah, which we were going to get to. But quickly, I find with electric motors, because they just they're like go-karts, they just go. And there's obviously, you don't have to worry about changing gear because it's all one thing. So it's just like a constant line of acceleration, which feels, I think it just feels different to combustion engines, is the only way I can say it. It pulls you differently. It makes you feel, for want of better words, you could not be car sick with one of those experiences and feel car sick with one of the other ones. It's just a different type 100%. Of acceleration, 100%. Right? It's just different. But yeah, go on. You were saying there is a lack of noise because there's no engine, but there is a feature where you can turn on a noise. First time I've ever tried it like this before.
But when you handed it over to me, you turn the engine noise off.
Yes.
It wasn't the easiest thing to find where the fuck you had to turn that thing back on. It took me a while. It took me a while. It was a weird one because I thought I was going to hate it.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't hate it. I felt like you might have hated it. I didn't hate it. It wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. They spent like 6,000 hours trying to get like the correct sound and whatnot. Difference being, I've got different exhausts on mine, so it wasn't identical. But it was still, I feel like when you're stationary, it actually like it's got a fairly nice grumble.
Yeah.
But when you start driving it, it's almost the noise is almost like a push pull. I can't really hear changes in gears in it. And that I find a little bit strange. But the reason why, if I had it, I would probably leave it on a majority of the time is from a safety feature.
Yeah.
Bro, going down narrow roads, where really you should be doing a bit slower.
Yeah.
Because it's just so quick. Being silent.
Yeah, dangerous.
It's not a good idea.
A lot of electric vehicles have a noise that they emit under 20 miles an hour. Because when you're over 20 miles an hour, the noise of the tyres on the floor do give enough ambient noise. But you're right.
But it's still, even with the tyre noise, it's still...
Yeah, you're right. Because, they're so quiet now. A quick one, though. I think with the engine noise, because there's no gears, it can't be like doing dump valve noises while you're still going in
I mean, it could if you were flat out flooring it. Like if it was able to...
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I actually looked it up before and someone had said, the gear shifts sound that it sounds lazy, and I was like, why would they? It's just audio recording. Why would it do that? But when I was driving it, I couldn't hear. It almost just sounded like it was going like in one long stretched gear, in that sense. But I would keep the sound. It's a tough one because in one way, the idea of like a fake dump valve or anything fake previously, I would have been like if you just turned up and you're like, bruv, I put a fake dump valve on my car, like
a fake engine noise on my electric car, like
yeah. But from a safety perspective, definitely. Straight off the bat, as soon as you sit in the seat of the Abarth, the seating position is way better in the electric Abarth, way better. So, in one of the main gripes of the original Abarths, I say original, the Abarths back in the 60s and 70s, but compared to my one was like 2012, right? Just to give it an idea. You feel like you're sitting in a van. The seat, and they did it on purpose. They said, we wanted the eye level to not be too low, and then you get lights in your eyes and whatnot. It doesn't work because you're in a small, sporty car in which you should be sitting on the floor, ideally. But you're not. In this one, seating position is so much nicer. I would say in this one, in my seating position, the steering wheel was kind of at the top of kind of where my forehead was. In mine, it's like chest.
Yeah,
there's a massive.
You can adjust it. I think maybe I pulled it up.
You can adjust it. You can adjust it, but that's what I wanted. That's where I wanted to do, and also maybe because it's just your right foot. Leg position is probably not as important as if you're driving a manual. Thought the dashboard was fairly clean. Like they've tried to keep it quite minimalistic. I'm a bit of a sucker for acceleration, so I'm not gonna lie. I took it out and
You enjoyed it.
Everywhere was 0 to 40, just like
Enjoyed
that.
it.
And I was thinking, oh yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. And I did realise, but only thing is, I thought, what's a good way of putting it? In mine, because it is quite a loud car.
Yeah.
If I'm to boot it around, especially in kind of condensed areas where there's a lot of foot traffic and whatnot, I'm not trying to be that guy blazing his tunes out of his car and doing burnouts in the middle of like where there's loads of people stunting. That's not what I'm about, and it's embarrassing. So in that sense, I just try and pootle around a bit until I get to a bit somewhere's a bit more sparse. In the electric, it doesn't really make any noise, you know, especially with you turn it off. So it's just like like this. Turn the corner, you're at the next corner. Turn the corner, it's just the pickup, and I think it would probably
responsive.
It is very responsive, and it might be a little bit too responsive for my driving license off. It's one of them ones.
He's joking. He's joking for you. Okay, he's joking. He's joking.
Can I ask? Did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the experience, or was it?
So for me,
Did you fit in it?
Coming in cold. Yeah, that's the thing. Coming in cold. I've been a passenger when you had your bath. Been in it a few times. Cool, whatever. Enjoyed it. And it is an event. So I got in. I just liked the fact that it was kind of an up-to-date experience. All the amenities were there, little wireless charger and that kind of stuff. Just I like that wireless CarPlay. Just get me in and out. Cool. I found it a pleasant drive in terms of, because I think I turned it into like the least of the sportiest mode. Surprise, surprise. Where it felt like when you took your foot off the accelerator, it coasts a bit more than if you have one pedal driving. Whereas if you turn it to another setting, as soon as you take your foot a little bit off, it slows down.
Well, there were 3 settings, right? You had Turismo, which was the lowest one. Then you had the Scorpionissimo, and then you had Track.
MO. As well, Track MO.
Track MO. And this is the thing that I found. The first 2 drivings, and the second one was supposed to be, it says something like spirited road driving. That still, as you said there, as soon as you lift off the gas, it automatically brakes for you. Even on the second one.
Yeah.
That I find really disconcerting.
I would have liked a setting where I could adjust the shall I say the coasting of it when you take it off.
I would say this. There was a few times when I had that on where it would be quite fun to judge. I'll be like, I can stop perfectly on the line if I let off here, and I'll come and it would just stop, and I'll be like,
and you get a little bit of regeneration as well.
Yeah, you get a little bit of regen.
So yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was a fun little drive. I kind of pick up on all the points you did. I got to be honest with you though, Sean, at 6'3", I'm not on my biggest. I've been bigger, like in terms of wider. I was a little bit too big for it, you know. I just felt like I was a bit too big for the seats. It wasn't the most comfortable drive when I drove it for a long time. So I think I drove it. I took it on the motorway for about an hour.
Okay.
And then I drove it again for about 2 hours, and afterwards I had a bit of a sore body.
Did you? I will say this. Compared to, I've got Sabelt. I had Sabelt seats in mine, which were an upgrade. I thought the seats in this were super comfortable. The lumbar support that you have, and the seat itself. Okay, it didn't have an adjustable headrest, but I thought there was, and maybe we was very different.
I was kind of sitting, you know, the bits that wrap around you.
You're sitting on them.
Exaggerating. I was kind of sitting on them a bit.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether your hips would fit into the Sabelt seats.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, when you drop me off, it's not been like 2 hours in it, so I'll jump in and be cool.
Yeah.
So, but I think it looked nice because it was a different lick. Like, I think the interior looked cool. I love special edition vehicles that are made by either trusted partners or by the maker of the cars themselves. I'm not the biggest fan of kit cars, like because I feel like a lot of the time you can kind of you can just see like. The finish ain't good in it, but when you get something like this, you know you have a top level professional finish, sporty looking vehicle. So I think it looks cool, but I'm a bit too big for it. That was it.
Interesting. Yeah,
and I could have done with this one other thing as well. And I know this is hard to do when you have a hot hatch, just a bit more range on it. But I think that's a common gripe because, you know,
what was it? Just over 100 miles.
I think it said it was 150 maybe. I think.
I don't think it was 150. I think it was.
Let me find out. I think quite an important stat.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of. I think there was a couple of different ones, but 115, 120 off the top of my head. I thought was the.
Let's find out. 199 miles. It's WLTP combined cycle. It says, as in terms of real use, I think we were closer to 150, Sean. Well, I don't know. Probably not the way you drive it. Probably 75 miles.
But the thing is, when you gave it to me on 80% charge,
Took 20 minutes to get that charge, by the way, from 19%. No, from 15%. Took it to a high-speed charger. Took 20 minutes to get there. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
But when you gave it to me, it was 80% and it only said 86 miles.
Really?
Mm-hmm. When you dropped off me 86 miles, it said on an 80% charge. That's
oh
why.
yeah. Maybe it's that extra bit, because the reason I got it to 80, I don't know if you knew this, but with
after 80, it slows
takes
down.
Flipping ages. So you probably get loads of extra range there. But one, I think and I do this for my phone as well. I've set it so it only charges to 80%. It protects the battery if you don't punch it all the way up all the time. Unless you're going to use that extra 20%. So with charging your vehicle, most electric vehicles, 80% is the
unless you know you're going to go on a longer journey.
Yeah.
If you just charge your battery up to 80% each time, it does elongates the lifespan of the battery, right?
Yeah. So that's interesting, isn't it? In those 20 extra percent, you are going to get an extra.
Well, maybe another 80 miles supposedly.
Yeah.
I will say this as well. I really like the steering wheel.
Nice.
So it was Alcantara. Flat bottom. The flat bottom was, I think it was more made out of some sort of leather or faux leather or whatever. But the Alcantara, the steering wheel felt really nice. Yeah. Only thing I felt, and this is me being very slim, but I really enjoy the fact, because in my Abarth I had to put my own armrest in it. Mm-hmm. I like an armrest. Yeah, man. But I did find, and I don't know if you know, when I turned left, sometimes my arm would half catch on the armrest, and that's me not being a wide guy in it. So I don't know if you felt. I think
my arm was just over the armrest. So
you were on the other side of it.
Yeah, I was just chilling.
You're just chilling in the back, driving from the back seat.
Man. I like the scorpions all over it as well. I just like those kind of little bits of detail, the headrests and stuff like that. I just like that. You know,
it's got nice
pedals and stuff. It's got little touches.
It's got nice touches. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
they know what they're doing with their branding. Abarth.
I'm glad you enjoyed it though, Sean, because
I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to.
Like it or not, that's going to be the future, bro. So we're going to have electric cars. So do
you know what? Yeah, I would say this: if I was driving around London a lot, like heavy driving every day, I would want one, but I would have to have another car to satiate my petrol-headedness.
I get it, man. So, and it would be cheaper to run if you were charging at home. Cheaper to run all over London
and just have a weekend car for a boot around.
That's the one, boy.
That's the dream. That's the dream. But I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than I expected, and I think I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than you expected me to enjoy it.
I was pleasantly surprised, Sean. Pleasantly surprised,
because I remember when you first asked, you were like, so you were being coy. You were like, so how are you getting on?
Yeah, I did because I thought, and the thing is though, Sean, like, and this is you've embodied a part of How to Kill It Now, which is important. Is I don't like to trash something. I like to think of how can you make it better, how can you build on it, and you've hit off the points where you think it can improve. So have I, and you know. Unfortunately, I just think I'm the wrong size for this vehicle, really, and
I actually think
that's the biggest shame.
If we're able to, if you're Abarth, if you're listening, please send us a 600e. I would really, really like to drive that.
So that could be. We don't know. I don't know. It could be a bit bigger for me because it is bigger, right?
Oh, definitely.
It's the 5-door or 4-door.
I would say it's at least the same size as what you like a Golf or something like that, but even looks very slightly crossovery.
Yeah, and is that that's about to drop? That's not out yet, is it? Is that out yet?
I'm not sure of it.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
I'm not sure if it is. There is a few more. I did see that there was a couple of versions of this one. They're going to do a limited edition Scorpionisimo. Yeah, Scorpion.
Just put Nissimo at the end of the words.
At the endio of the no, the original one is a bit. It's got more power. The 0 to 60 is dropped to about 5.8.
Okay. All right.
In the 600e. And then they're doing a limited edition version, which is the Scorpionissimo version, which is, I believe, there's only 2,000.
All right. Well, let's see.
Which looks sick and is obviously more powerful. So that's the one that I want. Send us that one, please.
Yeah, let's see if we grab one of those. Yeah. See if there's a bit more room in it.
That'd be great.
2? Fucking hell, mate. I'll be your passenger. Don't you worry, boy. All right.
I just think that would probably be. For someone who's as tall as you, then I think that one would probably be more apt for your size.
Well, let's do a road trip then, Sean. Me and you. 2025, Marcus and Sean Adventures. There we go. Sean,
Do this.
we've got a bounce now. And don't forget, if you want to send jokes in, jokes@howtokillanhour.com is where you send them, because coming up, we have got our next feature, which we like to call
Punishment.
So if you want to get involved in our punishment, where we punish each other with jokes that you guys send in and a bunch more, then please join us at How to Kill an Hour on all social medias. Is great. Thank you very much. And also, thanks to all of those joining the Facebook group, How to Kill an Hour as well. The people are sharing little memes in there, cracking jokes. It's a good, vibey place to be. We'll be in your ear holes soon.
Peace. Peace.
A few more awkward seconds of...
Is it?
Yeah,
this is
like,
mad awkward.
I mean, we've got to do peace again.
You're mad awkward.
What they don't want to do is do it late, so it cuts you off and you just say...